So I know you're crediting ICT, with revolutionizing your knowledge in terms of the markets. Do you follow his technicals like pretty closely?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I will explain. Financial markets are rigged. They're controlled. 100%. Maybe you have certain markets with low capitalization, they're not so much controlled. Like, for example, when you see some crypto going out for the first time, they're not controlled because there's low volume. But when you have big markets like Forex, like indexes, they're 100% controlled. 100%. ICT explains you how this machine operates, okay? So it's quite easy to create a strategy. My strategy, for example, is like this: to have a clear understanding of bias. So what's the next, as we call, draw on liquidity? There are two possible ways that the machine works. You have the first way, the machine is gonna go to liquidity. So liquidity is in highs and lows, okay? The other way, you have inefficiency filling. So when you have movement in markets, this movement leaves small holes in price action, okay? It means that buy side and sell side liquidity are not balanced, okay? There is an imbalance. So the machine just goes for liquidity or filling imbalances. That's bias, okay? And you can have bias for, let's say, the next 50 minutes or the next hour or the next 4 hour, the next day, week, etc. First thing done, 80% of the work here, understanding where the machine wants to go. And if you know how the machine operates, it's quite easy to recognize this pattern because the machine goes on buy programs or sell programs. If you are able to read price action, it's quite easy. Then timing. Timing is fundamental, okay? So you need to be in front of charts at the right moment because you know that movement is gonna come when there is volume. When volume is entering the markets, manipulation takes place. Then you have the third thing is power of three. Power of three is this concept that was created by Larry Williams. Larry Williams is the man who has the biggest amount of percentage done in a trading accounts recorded. So there is a championship, Trading World Cup Championship. Larry Williams has the highest record of all times. He basically understood that the machine, when the machine wants to go up, it will go down first and then up, okay? So you have this cycle. You can observe this cycle in the 50-minute candle. You can observe in 1 hour candle. When you have one expensive hour, every single candle is like this. If it wants to go up, it will go down first, opening price, going down, then going up. If the machine wants to go down, it will go up from the opening price and then down. Okay? Why does this happen? Because the smart money, we want to buy low and sell high. So if we want to buy, where do we buy? At discount. So below the opening price. The opening price, it's like a line that allows you to understand where is low and where is high. And then you start observing the machine creating the same pattern all over and over again. And this is technical science. I will leave for ICT. He is way better than me in explaining. After you understand power of three, so how an expensive candle takes place, you just need entry technique. This entry technique, it's for me, it's fair valuation or order blocks. And this is technical science. I will not explain. Like order blocks are like TNT. You know, when a TNT is placed and it's lighten up, after some time it will explode. You know, TNT placed, light up, explodes and goes up or down. Then when it explodes, it leaves these holes. These holes is fair valuation. It's like places in price action when you don't have buy side or sell side. This is technical science. That's it. The strategy is very easy to understand. And I think that there was a huge confusion created in the community because ICT knows a lot of things. He knows a lot of things about the markets. And sometimes he's very complicated. He hides things, but the truth, he tells you in the first 10 hours of the course. So he tells you, there is a machine. The machine work with this principle. And watching 10 hours of the first month, you have everything you need in order to be a millionaire. Everything, absolutely. Because you know that the game is rigged. And it can do certain things, it cannot do others. So when you have this condition, it's quite easy. But then you have a lot of content, a lot of material, and a lot of unseriousness in the business. You know, many people. When I first started ICT, if you see a person that tells you, okay, financial markets are rigged, it's not a small thing. You gotta investigate. Many people don't investigate. Many people just say, okay, that's bullshit. I investigated. This man, I heard from his voice. He was telling the truth. And when you investigate and you see with your own eyes, nobody can take it from you. Maybe there's going to be some times after you understand the machine, but when you understand the machine, you have no limits. No limits.
So you did an amazing job breaking that down, to be honest.
Thank you.
That was incredible.